Well, my guest today on Dateline Abuja is Jenny Chisom Okpara. She is the CEO Logins Blogger Africa and also a male empowerment blogger. You're welcome to Dateline Abuja.
Thank you.
But before we dive into our major topic for today, what do you mean by male empowerment blogger?
Okay, male empowerment blogger is a course I undertook after so many years of running away from this thing. I thought it was a curiosity. You know, men are a segment of society that I'm really passionate about to inspire hope in them. And again, we always look away from men. We think that being born male entrusts this kind of superpowers on men. So we don't give them humanistic opportunities, like, you know, allow them to express themselves, allow them, to just be who they want to be. We give them standards that they need to meet up to. If not, they're not real men. You know, this whole. So I just thought, okay, let's begin to bring men together to talk, because I found out that even men don't open up to themselves, even when they are hurting. You know, because they just have been told to man up. This whole man thing is, and when they can't handle it anymore, that's why there are so much vices. They talk on to drugs and stuff. Our prisons are overflowing with men, and I'm like, there just have to be a solution to it. You know, could we start with providing a healthy environment, not judgmental environment for them to speak, vent, just be human. This masculine thing is
okay. So there's a movement.
Yes,
actually.
It's a movement.
So how successful has it been?
It has been amazing. It has been so amazing. So I'm driving that with my blog, and I have a men community online as well, and we do live programs, and we take it city to city, one step at a time, and then we also mentor boys.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice one. Well, but that's the reason that you're here today is to discuss the major influence, using social media as a tool for political influence. Now, elections are just around the corner.
Yeah. So
how can you use blog? Okay, we're going to dissect social media. We have the bloggers, we have the all basically PR. So how can we use the social media to influence politics? Okay,
I'll take that to be what are we already doing to influence politics. I mean, our politics became very interesting, dating back to pre-2015. We've never seen an election that was that, exciting, because there was the juice of social media. Either way it went, I'm not analyzing how that election went, but I want to say that the dynamics we saw, anybody who thinks it wasn't interesting must be under the rock. So social media, I think, is a powerful tool. It's one tool that have reduced unemployment even. So why not politics? It has made more people understand even their right to participate, what even participation is. Growing up in Nigeria, we usually felt that being a politician means going to register in a party and vying for a position. We do understand that as citizens, you learning to hold government accountable in whether it's budget or in their promises or policies is something we should do as our right, as so politics is all encompassing, and nobody can say I'm not a politician. Even me as a media person, I mean, politics is what drives everything. It drives religion, because if we do a politics that says, oh, we don't longer want to have mosque in this city, in this country, or we don't want to have churches, if you like, be the Pope, you will not have a church. You will not have. Do you understand? So politics is the basic for everything. So we do politics in the office, in the workplace, in the market. Why not do it properly? Okay. And for me, the fact that it brings about the aftermath of how a society runs, for me, I think it's the most critical politics we need to play, the real politics.
How do you think
social media?
Social
media is where we have begun to even understand this role. So that's what I was driving at. 1, 2, social media is a place where you can be heard, you can be seen, without having to spend so much money per se. Social media have provided self-publicity, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You don't need to, Howard will charge you a lot, of course, to be on the show or to come and talk about but you can start from, step by step. Before just before you call her, she even needs to even look at your social media platform to know, is this guy serious?
No, I don't do that.
I'm just thinking, is he on Facebook? Can I find him when I Google can I find him on Wikipedia, for instance? Is it visible?
Okay.
So these are things you can do for yourself. Social media has helped us to begin to know, you mean this person is coming out. When you hear somebody's name, you quickly just go and check.
But do you think our politicians are actually embracing this opportunity? Like you rate it now, definitely
Yeah.
So like, if I want to Google, for example, the Senate President Bukola Saraki, can I just go to Wikipedia and find him? Do you think they are using the social media platform they're using the opportunities to boost their names or something?
I would say no. They are not. Most of them are yet to understand. As I mean, the politicians we've had before now. No, so I'm talking pre-2019, because we are hopeful that 2019 will bring in more people who are already social media savvy. Yeah, so a lot of the people in the old generation, maybe older than 50, still used to see it as, some of them have come to accept a bit. Oh, it's necessary, but it's still like it's for children. It's just for gist.
Really?
It's just for I talk with a few people, like even my rep, the honorable representing my place, he sees it as okay. Yes, I use it sometimes, especially Facebook. But for them, they say that's not the big deal. The real deal is.
Do you think it's a big deal? Do you think social media?
Yes, I think it's a big deal.
Why?
It's a big deal because the truth is, how do you raise?
But there are no policies to protect the news or the information. So that's why maybe people feel it's a joke. What do you think about that?
Okay, well, do you need policy to live a good life? Is it policy that is helping you live a good life?
No, but NBC has a policy the NBC, for example, has policies to protect.
To protect.
Yes.
Yeah, but then there's something called self-censorship, which is what the internet community, you can't gag anything except you say, oh, you don't want the country to have access to social media. That can be done like China is doing. But then it has given. Look at the fact that it has given a lot of people a voice. So if you want to if you want to vie for an office, or you're even wanting to be visible so that when they get into office, they can elect you to a position. If you're not visible, they might not quickly come to mind in that sense. And again, it's easy for you to use social media to find out what people even think about your candidacy, for instance.
Yeah.
And you get instant feedback. You don't need to do billboard advertising where, you can't come back to your billboard and see how many eyes have looked at it, have seen it. It will not tell you, it's cold.
You can use social
media to know exactly, do they like you? Am I a man of the people? Am I a woman of the people? Then you can begin to, build on that branding. It can be your advantage in, to your opponent or something. There's always a place for it. So I think it's powerful, really.
Do you think social media is actually ruining politics as well?
Ruining.
Because, for example, we had 200 million estimated Nigerians.
Yeah.
We were talking about this before the show. And we know that we're not up to 10 million on social media. So, the gap is too much. So maybe people don't feel that they should use this platform. Do you think social media is even doing enough protecting? Do you think it's ruining politics? Because people just, comment and just, somebody says, okay, I'm doing borehole in my state. And I saw that. A senator commissioned some boreholes in his state.
Yeah.
And people started saying, is it only borehole you can do?
Much
why is it now that you're doing the borehole? Why didn't you do the borehole before? This is something you should be ashamed of yourself. Do you think social media, because people just talk, people who can't even talk to you just come and start writing rubbish.
But that's how the world is. Social media is a tool.
Yeah.
A tool can be used for wrong, it can be used for right. So it depends on if you think you have good content and your candidacy is what will change Africa, even not even just your, and you're not even visible. You still have a long way to go. So you can't roll it out. It's a tool. You decide what you want to do with it. If there's so much rubbish on social media, it's because those who have good content have refused to put on the good content there. Really. But I know the senator who did the borehole. He understands social media. He has a tough skill to those kind of comments. So excuse me.
But it's not ruining. It's not ruining.
It doesn't ruin. Okay. I don't think it ruins politics. I think that it gives you a perspective of where you were at that time.
Yeah.
Even though he might have done it in good faith, but it also makes him go back and think, okay, people are really, really tired of just tokenism. The fact that so has borehole, what has it got to do with millions of other issues that have not been dealt with? So you begin to ask yourself, it can make him to put a pressure on his fellow senators in other committees to say, let's do more. Let's do more. This our country is hurting. So what if he never got that feedback and he just did it and he feels everybody should even give him a part for doing it, and then he's in that haze, not connected with the people?
Yeah.
Social media provided for that for him for free. Okay, all right, with more data.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, so it has its place.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is there any political polarization in Nigeria? We talked about that.
A lot. Is that part is the part that makes me sometimes sad, because if this polarization was for ideologies, then it would have been great. But it's for things as basic as ethnicity, religion, social class, you know who we are, kind of thing. So I would say yes, it is that polarization. Even for the young people who might not even be in any political party for say, they still have that, because we are running politics of godfatherism, where it is who is doing money fast. young people also have this thing of aligning to who will be in position and it will benefit us immediately. You know, that kind of thing. That polarization is crazy, where people are not thinking of how do I leave this country better for my children. They are thinking of their pocket now. This man does that money. So even if the man is savage, even if the man is not patriotic, you know, they see that thing about him we want, because we want, he will buy us car, or he will buy, you know. So in that sense, yeah, they're problem. But I think we're also growing. So social media is also giving us that effect to know that to see how much we are moving, at least in ideology. Yeah. And I just have got to a point where you can feel that tangibility of we are tired.
For example, Google just marked us as one of the highest subscribers. That means we are searching. Yes.
We search a lot, yeah. We use Google search on time, and we are very curious people. So we want to know, you know. So all that is also an addition to even our education. Education is not just going to school. Yeah. Social media made us realize that even with all our school, we didn't know much until Google came. And now you can know a bit of everything without even going to study it. Yeah. So that is an advantage for a politician. You need to relate with the people beyond what people have been saying. I will fire your place, I will give you water. How do you make a manifesto and how do you prepare a manifesto that will sell, that will speak to the people, that will speak to their hurt and their pain, and they're like, yeah, that's the person to follow. Beyond what we used to have, they say the same things, do the same things, and people know that this is the breed second of people. Social media has helped us. Internet has helped us generally. True. So, but when it comes to polarization, yes, it will always be there. But the thing is, as we grow in ideology, we can begin to align if we really want a new Nigeria that can work, and I think that's where we're heading to.
Yes, we talked about this. We need more presence on the online. Yeah. We need politicians to use this opportunity now to make their presence. Especially past achievements of things they have done. Exactly. They've done a lot of things, and maybe time for election they start bringing it out. Anything you've done, just maybe you should use this as an opportunity for bloggers.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, why not? Because a lot of people, you know, like you also hear people coming out for a position. Maybe some people already coming out from 2019, and people are saying, "What have they done? Who are they?" Because people have already gone to check your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If they don't see more, they Google you. You're not on Wikipedia. That's why they are really asking a question. Be successful in something. Maybe you're successful doing something, building houses, building systems. But we must have a place you have been. How come you're not, the blogs have not carried anything you've done? How come you don't have a social media page where you're saying, okay, this is how I've been building businesses? So people can say, okay, if he has built businesses of this magnitude, employed over 300 people, he can be a good manager. So I think we can trust him with public office.
Yes.
So why not? That way bloggers come in. And this thing has to be consistent. That's the thing with social media. You have to do it consistently, because you're breaking new grounds every day. So why do you don't keep quiet on your achievements? It makes politics easy for you when you have an archive of your achievement. People can Google you and find, he was one that owned this hotel. Oh, really? He's the one that trained this youth sometime. You know, it gives you credibility. That's like your CV online at the top of the button. You're easily credible than your opponent who doesn't have any presence.
Okay, and is it expensive? For example, is it expensive to get news out on a blog?
It's not as expensive as traditional media, so I can't say it's expensive.
Okay.
Blogs are still cheaper and have even if you can feel the impact immediately. You can see the comment, you can feel what people are thinking. But still,
there's one point you failed to point out.
Which one?
What is the advantage of bloggers? If I put my story out, if I put a story out and say I built this borehole, I did this thing in my constituency, and I put it on a radio station or a TV station, is it better than a blog or internet?
How can you say it's better? It's only people who have NEPA light at that time. It's people who have money, who have radio. It's people who are on the dial at the time. And you know how you might not be able to repeat it so much. If for every repetition is money,
it at all.
It's money. If you want them to air it again, you have to pay again. But online media, it is there. So in fact, I think people should pay more money to bloggers than they pay to TV. That's the truth, because it's there. Anytime people Google you from across the world,
let's wait to 2019, maybe.
I hope so. But before then, if not, they will fail.
Thank you so much. We're talking to Jenny Chisom-Okpara. She is the CEO, Login Bloggers Africa, and she's also a male empowerment blogger.
Thank you.
And all the politicians are male anyway.
Yeah, most of them are male. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much for being part of Dateline Abuja.
Thank you.
Well, this is Dateline Abuja. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.